I counted them myself. And today I'm making a terrible mistake because if all these eggs hatch, they'll grow 500 times in size. I wasn't ready for the nightmare that was coming. It all started with a tiny sea monkey egg on the tip of my finger, and a shot glass filled with water and salt. I wanted to see if I could hatch a single egg and raise it to adulthood all within a tiny glass. And the next day, it was hatching. Meet Pablo.
Subscriber will die.
He has a lot of growing to do, but by day 3, he was already evolving. And then I noticed something unexpected. A second egg must have snuck in the glass because Pablo wasn't alone. Meet Dot. This is going to get interesting. But it wasn't enough. The inner voice that always gets me into trouble demanded I hatch more eggs. A lot more. Like 1,000,000 more. And as an unemployed man with far too much free time and not enough self-control, who was I to resist? So I got to work. To pull this off, there's a few important things I must do to ensure these eggs not only hatch, but thrive, and it starts with salt. That should be enough, right? Just kidding, we need a lot. Sea monkeys are sensitive creatures, so everything must be perfect, or I'll end up with 1,000,000 deaths on my conscience, and I really can't go through that. Not again. The water needs to be 80 degrees, and we're at 51. So I bought this aquarium heater and set it to 80 degrees. I installed 4 of them, so this should be plenty. 66 degrees? What the f? So I put in one more giant heater, and we finally got there. With a few squirts of water conditioner and some LED grow lights, we've arrived at the point of no return. This may not look like much, but please remember size doesn't matter, and each monkey will grow 500 eggs within just 20 days. These eggs can completely dry out for decades, then spring back to life within mere hours of touching water. But you're right, it's not enough. So I added 1,000,000 more. And thousands still clung to my glove. We now had egg continents forming around the pool, but you're right. It's not enough. So I added a few million more. I was so preoccupied with whether or not I could do this, I never stopped to think if I should. If I had known the chaos that was coming, things could have been different, but it was too late. The eggs were cracking, the yolk sacs were descending, and the embryos within were stirring. Over the coming weeks, their fate will change forever, thanks to the internet browser, Opera. What? When I first started researching sea monkeys, I had over 40 tabs open, which was a mess. But now I use Opera's Tab Island feature to cleanly organize everything. I can name the tabs or even color them. I can also expand and collapse them whenever needed, which is super helpful when I'm switching between different parts of a project or when I'm trying to stay focused on one task at a time. Huh? And when I'm reading articles clearly written for people smarter than me, I simply ask Opera AI to analyze it and summarize key info fast. It already understands the page I'm on, so I can just ask and get a quick summary. No links or screenshots are needed.
Turns out, sea monkeys aren't actually monkeys.
When I need to compare multiple sources at once, Opera's split screen lets me view up to 4 tabs side by side. I can drag tabs into place, resize them instantly, and keep everything organized while I research.
It's especially useful when I'm cross-checking information, writing notes while reading,
or comparing products without constantly switching tabs. But what do I love most? The video pop-out feature so I can watch YouTube while working on everything else. It's perfect when taking notes or replying to emails, and I can easily move the video anywhere on screen, even outside the browser.
If you want a faster, smarter browser that actually helps you get things done, just click the link in my description and download Opera for free today.
Getting these eggs to hatch is easy. Keeping them alive, that's hard. Within this half-gallon jar are thousands of babies, and since the pool is 300 gallons, we can multiply this by 600 and estimate there's close to 2,000,000 babies in the pool. That's crazy. But if they're going to survive, they need something important and fast. Oxygen. I put this pump in to break up the surface of the water and oxygenate the pool, but that seems aggressive, so I snipped the tube, and now our monkeys can live a long and prosperous life. Most of them died. So the way this pump works is it sucks water through here and shoots it out the tube, but it also sucks up sea monkeys, churns them up, and kills them. So I got something that won't murder them. These are air stones, and I placed 6 around the pool to safely provide oxygen for our little survivors. Speaking of which, I need to see how many casualties we have.